the number one reason you're addicted to porn in first place is because you're not getting sex in real life. Be honest, bro. Are you getting it in real life? If someone is getting sex in real life and he still watches porn, well, he's not an addict. Like he just watches maybe once in a week or something like that, 2 times a week. But he's getting sex, so he's not addict. Like if he decided to quit it, he'll fucking quit it in like days. He's not an addict. Every NoFap YouTuber is telling you to not watch porn, but the issue with that is they are not telling you to go get the sex in real life, get a girlfriend, get married, or I don't know, like friends with benefit. Don't really like that one. But anything basically to get this desire completed. Like, think about why do I have this desire to reproduce? Well, it's because to pass down our generation. Like, our genes is selfish, they want to be passed down. And when you're having like when you're like fapping, your brain thinks that we are reproducing. What it doesn't know is that this shit gets flushed down to the toilet. It's not getting into the right hole that it needs to be. It's getting into that big toilet hole. This is what our brains don't know, and that's the reason why you are addicted in the first place. Now, the solution to this whole no fap thing is very simple. Just get sex in real life, but it's simple, not easy. That's the issue. Is like it sounds so simple, right? If you get sex in real life, you're not going to watch porn, and so the whole no fap community will not exist. Like no one needs to make a no fap video. It should be like common sense. Well, why are you watching it? Because your brain thinks you're getting sex. Well, the issue is you're not getting it real life. But then how do we get in real life, right? You must be asking. Okay, get it. I need to get it in real life. It's not easy. How do I do it? Well, you need to talk to girls. It's not easy. And for that, you need practice. You need to get the fuck out of your house. Just today, I just cold approach and it went not horrible. It went. I just thought about it that hey, I might get arrested or this feminism shit that I used to see on YouTube. I was like, okay, the worst thing she can do is send me to the jail. It is better to go to jail than to live this limp dick lifestyle where, like, here's the thing, no fap for extended period of time, like 10, 20 years, makes you a limp dick. What is a limp dick? It's not erectile dysfunction. It's kind of has to do with like the mind. So your brain thinks he's not getting sex, so he's loser. So you start acting like a loser. This is what NoFap does to you for prolonged period of time. Now that doesn't mean to go watch porn. It makes things even worse. Now it's a limp dick. It's no dick. It's worse to watch porn. But the thing is, as I was saying, like it is better to risk to go to jail than to live this limp dick lifestyle. So I was like, here's the thing about India. Like I'm an Indian. People believe that oh, girls will call police, call help if you cold approach them, and this is why I didn't approach him. But after living like this no fap lifestyle where I wasn't masturbating, I just thought about it. Fuck, it's worth taking this risk of jail. And she was a really sweet girl. Like, didn't cause me any problem. I mean, everyone thinks like that if you approach a girl, she's going to call police, call for help. No, she won't. Unless you do like some extreme level shit like criminal thing. Yeah, in which case you will. But most of us are not criminal. Like 99.99% of us are not, like 0.01. I'm not talking about that. So it is better for you if you're having this limited beliefs. It's better for you to go to jail than to live this lifestyle where you are not masturbating. Sorry, where you are not getting sex and you're just fantasizing. So it's like food for the brain. When you're not getting sex, it's like a labor. You know the construction labor. Telling him like most of the no-fap YouTubers say don't focus on girls, focus on making money, business. It's just the same as telling the labor, or don't focus on food, go and do the construction labor work, excavate this hole, make this wall, fill this column with concrete. It just so happens to be that food will be in his brain all the time. So when he's like casting the wall or lifting the heavy shit 24/7, like he'll have this in his brain that when will I get the food. So his productivity is lower. Like he's not doing the level of work that he should be. He's extremely unproductive because he's not gotten the food at the first place. So it's like you're that hungry labor. You need to get the food, bro. Like it will be sex for you. Like I don't know, getting girlfriend or something. But whatever it is. So maybe saying, oh, so is this that prostitute bad or good? Here's the thing. It is better to be on no fab than to be masturbating. Okay. That's like masturbating level 0 and NoFap level 1. Level 2 could be paying for sex. Level 2, okay, this is level 0. Okay, level 2. Level 3 could be degeneracy, like getting it through degenerate women, like bars and clubs. Level 4 is kind of like having through a relationship, like through girlfriend. Now, level 6 is through some high quality woman. And level 7 is to actually marry some high quality woman. Now there's a level to this shit. So identify which level you are at. If you are at a level 0, then level getting to level 1 may not be such a bad thing, because once you get this, now many people will say no, it's bad. Like don't promote like prostitute and all that shit. That shit existed for like thousands of years. In every country there was this shit too. That paying option. And is this the worst thing in the world to do? Like you've been addicted to porn for like I don't know 5 6 years. Going doing this shit once and you're focused on your life, like you had it, you connected with this woman, me and the woman connected, okay, fine. Now it is out of my brain for like another year, for a year straight, sex out of the brain. You just work on your business, on your career, you make a lot of money, you become successful. Now you don't have in this your brain that oh I'm a virgin and never kiss a girl. Fuck it man, just fucking pay for it. If you can afford it, that is. And if you can't afford it, obviously even if you can afford it, you should still try to cold approach girls. But if you can't, I don't know, make money, because many people will have this dick insecurity. So in India, the average dick size, it says in Mumbai. So Mumbai is a city in India where average dick size is 4.3 inch to 4.9 inch. It's between 4.3 to 4.9, and I'm in this range, which is the average range. If you are in the average range, you don't have to worry about it. Why? Because everyone in that area in your state, for example, will have the same size. Majority of them will have that. And I think it was like 38% of the Indian, like in top 38% or something like that, have it between 4 to 5 inch or something, like there was a data on that. I don't know. So this might be, so what I'm trying to say here is you might want to just pay for it. If you can't get it right now, just pay for it and get over it in your brain, or get over this in your brain. Work ruthlessly on your business, make a lot of money, and then cold approach. Or you can do the cold approach every day. It's like so primal thing. If you're cold approaching every day, you can't have anxiety, depression, social awkwardness. Yeah, seriously, man. Like every NoFap YouTuber will say, they literally treat women like the main enemy. No, women are not the enemy. Your grandpa never thought of that. That's why he married your grandma. Think about it. Having seen is that if your grandpa was on the NoFap, you couldn't have born. It's that insane. This is what I'm saying. Like there are levels to this shit. Identify your level and progress. And also, when doing NoFap, like as I said, it is better to be on NoFap than it is to masturbate. Just do it. Don't do it for prolonged period of time, because NoFap for long period of time makes you a pussy, makes you weak. Your testosterone goes down, your sperm count lowers. Now, does that mean to go watch porn? No, because that would be even worse than that. So, this is what you need to do. Go get a sex in real life. So, and most of the NoFap YouTubers, they are like this. This example, you're telling a little kid, don't eat sugar. Sugar is cancer. It is bad for you. It makes you fat. It makes diabetes. Well, okay. What's the alternative? Okay, so sugar's alternative is honey. Honey is good for you. Honey boosts your testosterone, gets you jacked. Now you need to give that honey to the baby so that he can quit sugar. The moment you do, it's like, yeah, honey tastes better. I'm not eating sugar. Simple. This is how most NoFap videos are only going to this half part where they say don't eat sugar. They are not doing the complete part. Why? Because if you think about it, if this video is so simple, right? Like it is so simple to deal with the porn, like pornography addiction can be destroyed so easily, like by addressing the root cause for why you're addict in the first place. And if people actually identify that, use their common sense, like use a logical brain, hey, this is right, you need to get the honey in the first place. Well, there will be no community. No fact realize this, it's a business. They need their videos to be performing well, and if the video is performing well and really help the people quit the phone, well, they want these people, their audience, to come back and watch their video, because if their audience benefited from them, they ain't gonna come back and watch again their videos. Because once you benefited from something, let's say you buy an iPhone, it lasted for 10 years, you're not going to buy another phone. So company wants you to buy again and again. So they make the phone slow through updates, through updating the apps. This is how this community is. Not saying that it's a bad community, but realize that it's a business and you need to get out of this shit show of NoFap. Now you may be thinking like, oh wait a second, but there are people who are in the relationship, who are married, they have the kids, they still watch porn. What about them? The reason why they do is because their wife is not at that level that they want her to be. It could be in terms of look, personality, but she's not at that level. Now the problem is that this guy cannot, if he's married, this guy obviously has to divorce her, and man loses like 60% of his property if he divorces a woman, something like that. Well, now he can't divorce her. He's stuck in the relationship. That's why he's watching porn, because he's living a miserable life. So, what's the solution to that? If you are watching this video and you are not married, just make sure that be very wise when choosing a woman that you are going to have your children with. It's that simple. And as for like, oh, but the woman actually goes uglier when she ages as she ages, and that's why men watch it porn, because she's not that desirable. But about that, I would say marry a woman who's willing to go to gym and exercise and eat clean. Why? Because when you do this, like this is like the basic. You all know that exercise, sleep, all that shit. When you do this basics, like 80-20 rule, you get the 80% of benefits. So she stays beautiful. Like search on the Google Xi Jinping's wife. So Xi Jinping is the Chinese prime minister, so that is king of the China, and he's 70 years old, 70 years old. His wife is 40 years old, 40. Just look at her, like just look at his wife and think, hey, she's. I just thought about that. So she looks really good when I first saw like his wife, and he's actually 70 years old, and he looks like someone in who's young, like not too young, like I don't know, 30s, 40s. Like seriously, think about it. There are levels to this shit, so you need to make sure when you marry, you're exercising, she's exercising, because you want to live like this Xi Jinping lifestyle. And to be fair, Xi Jinping is better fitness role model than I know Ronaldo, any bodybuilders. Like he's better role model for you. Like he never took steroid and still he looks better, and he's in 70s. Hey, wait, that's like a side note. Yeah, this video is not a Chinese propaganda, and I'm not promoting China, but just have a look at it. Now, before you leave the video, not okay. First thing you need to do is cold approach. Or if you have the money, go to the prostate and get over this thing in your brain and clear up your all your downloads, like delete all your downloads, images, burn up your magazines. Oh, if anyone uses these days. So basically destroy all the traces of porn, softcore, hardcore, whatever it is. Approach women. If you can afford it, go pay. This is your actionable steps summary of this video. And after you've done these three things, identify what will get you fuck ton of money. Because I always say to my friends, and they find it weird, that marrying a woman, for a man to marry a woman, is like buying an iPhone. You got more money, you can buy iPhone. You got less money, you have to settle with Android. So I will actually have to make video on that. Why men should never settle down for low quality stuff. Not just women. This is applicable to house, computer. This is applicable to, for example, furniture. Okay, that's a separate story, but this is what you need to do. And if you like this type of videos where the guy is not repeating the same bullshit that everyone is doing, like everyone saying no fab, oh no fab, day 175. Who cares? That means you've been virgin for 175 days and probably your entire life. Who gives a fuck? Like, being on NoFap is easy. Approaching women is fucking terribly hard. You need to do the hard work. And this one actually I learned from Hamza. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. I literally write it down and post it on my wall, like in my room's wall where I work. So yeah, if you like this type of content, not the same repeated garbage, not the same copy pasting from other YouTubers, ChatGPT, you might want to like this video and subscribe to the channel.